thank you all for coming to this memorial service in honor and memory of animals in labs. The service is named in honor of Britches, a macaque monkey who was cruelly tortured at the University of California, Riverside, in 1985. He had been taken from his mother at birth, his eyes crudely sewn shut, a sonar device emitting terrifying noises strapped to his head. 29 years ago today, Britches, along with 467 other animals, were rescued by brave human animals who broke the law in order to unlock their cages.
We are here tonight in the neighborhood of Edythe London, a UCLA employee who experiments on monkeys for money. A sea of us, juxtaposed against just one of her.
The unseen, for Britches and all the others. Sent out into eternal screeching night, little puppet, blinded, helpless, driven mad, tiny voyager destined for death, timid little twitching, stump-tailed macaque, held in bondage in a basement hell, eyes sewn coarsely shut, bound in bandage, atop your skull above big baby ears is strapped that baleful box, robbed of sight and robbed of mother's love, seeking to suck at a nippled terry fraud. The constant sonar squeal, your only lullaby in that delirium of dreamless dark. Oh, little monkey, oh, sweet baby, no love from those who tore you from your mother's arms. Monsters! Who would do this to a baby? Who would do this to a living being? Science without a soul. 5 weeks, 5 weeks, fingers clutching, 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 blindly seeking something never there, shrieking shrieks that fell upon deaf ears. 5 weeks. How could this be? Nobody does this to an infant. Nobody does this to a living being, but they did and they do. Those psychopaths, those criminals, they stole all that from you and stole from all of us as well. Blinded by the privileged, blinded by their protocol, blinded by their greed, blinded for convenience. My God, blinded for convenience, blinded for nothing, blinded for nothing, blinded for nothing. We were all blind little Britches until that early morning raid. Your liberation day, they came for you and all the others. Your torturers would call them terrorists. They tore open those doors, not wanting but having to break in to rescue the hundreds from that hell. The blinded, mutilated, forgotten, cats, rabbits, possums, pigeons, mice, and a little stump-tailed macaque. You clung to the fingers of the first human to show you love, who gently lifted you to freedom and a doctor's care. He took those sutures out and was appalled at such a sloppy job. The thread was far too thick for your small lids. But now and forever, you had your sight restored, you had your life, you were healed, your nightmare faded, you found sanctuary, and you found a mother, an old mama monkey, who held you and loved you as her own, and you thrived. For 20 years you thrived from hell to heaven. What is seen cannot be unseen. They tried to blind us to their evil, but we know, all those innocents we know, mutilated, sliced open, crippled, burned and beaten, blow-torched, electrocuted, drowned, poisoned, addicted, we know. What is seen cannot be unseen. We have looked into the eyes of the terrified. We have looked into the eyes of the weary, and we have looked into the eyes, the pitiless eyes of the oppressors. We have seen the arrogant smirk. We have seen the swagger, the imperious mien of the big-bellied bully, the haughty disdain of the hollow-eyed shrike. Yes, we have seen them for the merciless thugs they are. What is seen cannot be unseen. They are there, hidden now, but they are there. In cold, sterile jails, they languish in labs, they are there. Strapped down, manacled, splayed, they are there. Injected and probed, pried open, they are there. Injured, insulted, in pain, they are there. They are there. They are there. They are there. And they need to be seen in misery unimaginable. They need to be seen, and they need to be freed.